Okay, so I'm working on getting myself my tripod together here. Oh, jeez. Working on this. Ah! All right, bear with me, folks. I might have to have the hubby do this. Okay, let's see. We're good. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. See, my Izzy. Yes, I'm absolutely nuts. Everybody knows I'm crazy. So welcome to Cooking with Kids. I'm live. I'm hands-free. So I've had my my husband got me my tripod for Mommy's Day. Thank you to my husband. I got it all set up. I'm so excited. It's the little things you look forward to. Oh, here, little nugget. You got to back up. They can only see your hands. This is my little Annabella. Say hi. So I have had my pot roast in the oven since about 7 o'clock this morning. It's not a very big pot roast, but it's enough. There's a lot of gravy. There's a lot of... My dad's ripping out my tooth. Okay. Well, good luck. Can I just finish doing... This is why we call it Cooking with Kids. Go rip your tooth out and then come back when you're bleeding. Okay, so Daddy's going to use pliers on your tooth. Good luck with that. And if, I'll keep 911 on standby. Actually, we don't need to. Mommy's a nurse, so we're fine. So, yes. So, my pot roast has been in the oven low and slow. My house smells so good right now. I know in the first video I said 200. I actually did it at 225, and then my husband was home today, so I had him put it at 250, and I had him take the foil off. So I'm going to take it out of the oven now. Watch out, little boober. I'm going to just try to see if I can position this. I'm not really trying to do boob shots, I promise. So I'm going to take it out of the oven. Got my oven mitts. Woo! See my Easter one, and then I got my other one, raw. All right. So, Anna. All right. So, it's coming out of the oven.
Out in the oven it goes.
Not out in the oven, out of the oven. And I'll bring the whole, I hate doing this. I feel like I'm doing boob shots. Look. Ooh. So this is, I'll turn on the light, make it a little bit brighter. So that is
Can I see you guys?
the pot roast. Like I said, it's not terribly big. But it's going to be oh, Jesus, Marion. It's going to be enough for everybody. I always make sure I have more than enough for everybody. Can you back it up? Back it up!
Dad is not ripping out my tooth.
Because he wants you to probably continue to wiggle it. That thing is so loose.
Hey.
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 Hey. So I'm gonna start to...
I'm going to be helping my mom.
She's going to help drive me crazy. Is what she's going to do. So I'm going to see if I can position this. All right, so we're going to break this up a little bit. Watch yourself. Putting more gravy on top of the meat. What you want
Well,
to do.
of course she's a great cooker, guys.
Yes, guys, I'm a great cooker.
And she was making salad.
I was not making salad. This is
Well,
a pot
it
roast.
looks like it.
So we're gonna break up the pot roast, and we're gonna put the chunks of beef into the gravy, and we're gonna let it sit in the gravy.
Be careful not to spill it.
Yeah, don't spill it. Don't spill it. So there's gonna be some small pieces. There's gonna be some big pieces. There's gonna be some really good pieces. This is actually another one of my favorite things to make.
And then my mom is going to cook my the salad.
You don't cook a salad. No, actually, I take that back. You can't cook salads. There are salads you can cook. Pasta salads and things like that. So I'm just going to break apart my pot roast. And this is actually very, very tender. I mean, I'm barely putting any pressure on this pot roast. So
do you know she is... Hey, show it to me.
Woo! There we go. We got to be careful with this. Okay, I'm going to try to see if I can aim it. There we go. So, yes, putting very little pressure on this. Do you want to tell people? You can talk to everybody. Get them all going. Tell them. Tell me what you did today, Anna. We're not going to talk to Mommy. Okay.
So, first, my mom, she is great.
I'm great. I think anybody that's a mommy is great. I'm sure, well, there's some mommies that probably want to be great, but they need help, so.
And of course, she always, wait, she's gonna see me first.
So again, putting barely any pressure on this pot roast. As you can see, it just literally falls apart.
And now my mom is going to cook some food with salad.
I'm making a salad. Again, I'm making this for my church home group. These are people that have inspired me.
Of course, she always needs to go to church.
Absolutely. Got to pray to the man above. Right? Got to pray to that man above. This pan is just filled. I don't know if y'all can see, but this pan is filled with, there's so much fruit, there's so much vegetables, so many vegetables in here. It just smells so delicious. Do you still have your tooth in your mouth?
Yes. I don't rip it out.
Okay, so keep wiggling it and you can rip it out yourself. You've never been afraid to rip out your tooth by yourself.
Yeah. And it won't hurt.
Exactly. You had the ibuprofen. You should be good to go. Because you're not wiggling it hard enough.
Sorry, she's not wiggling her tooth enough.
I might need to pour myself a glass of wine. I have had one heck of a day today. Between my computer system at work not working properly. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I know I'm going to my church group. I'm literally going in my comfies.
Well,
which basically is, I live in comfortable clothes.
Today?
Huh? Yeah, we're going over Alex's today.
You guys are going to be excited, okay?
So excited.
And we're going to get in the car like just now.
We're not going to get in the car just like now. So I'm, obviously, as you can see, I got my apron. Hang on, I'll put it back. I've got my apron on. I'm like chilling. I got my husband's t-shirt on because that's just how I roll. We share t-shirts. That's just how we do. And I'm in my pajama bottoms because that's what I want to do. So I'm just continuing to break up my pot roast.
So, Daddy, we are going to make a special cake that we're going to do.
When are we making a cake? I didn't think we were making a cake. Who told you we were making a cake?
Daddy.
Yes, babe, we are bringing that to Alex's house. I've already, and it's a very special person.
Well, Daddy, you are going to go in the car now because we're about to
We're not about to leave.
Because we're about to eat that.
No, we're not going to eat
when we go to Alex's.
Yes, we're going over our friend Alex's house for our church group tonight.
Yeah, and I'm so excited.
Yeah, I think Cinnamon's excited for us. Do you want to, babe? Did the dog eat? Go with Daddy. You can go see Daddy. Daddy's watching all this right now. Okay, so I'm just going to continue to break. Okay, thank you. So at some point I will get my husband on here because he's my bread and butter. My husband, my bread and butter. Love that man. Obviously I love him because otherwise I would never have married him. So again, as you can see, I'm using a spoon to kind of hold it. I'm using my fork to just kind of break it apart. Now, yesterday, I don't know if you saw, but there was like a big, huge chunk of fat. You can trim the fat down. You don't need to cut it off because if you cut the fat off, you're actually going to lose a lot of flavor. And that's where you're going to get most of your flavors, from the fat of the beef. So I just like to break this up. So we're going to, babe, you're going to want to turn that down. I feel like there's an echo in here. Okay. So, breaking this up. Again, always using my favorite ingredient. No, it's not spit. It's love. Breaking this up. Never curse when you do this unless you're yelling at the kids. Can you not? Really?
I'm sure Daddy's only on camera.
Daddy's in the living room.
Well, guys,
are you
on camera to show me something?
Baby girl. Please. I don't. No. This is not okay. No, it's not okay. So knock it off. If you need to show your father something, he's just in the other room.
So my mom is making...
And tell Michael, I swear, if you're the reason why she's doing that, you're going to get an earful from me.
So my mom is making a food for Alex's house.
What food did I make? Here, you want me to move these? Here, we're going to move these so that way you can scoot your little patootie over.
Well, it looks like kind of like a salad, but it's
kind of like a salad that we've roasted in the oven for many hours. Is that what we're doing? I roasted a salad in the oven?
Yeah.
No, how about I roasted a pot roast?
You can see my hand.
There you go. All right, so we're getting down to the bottom here. So this is...
it kind of looks like a salad with all the green stuff in it.
That's the celery. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to get a bowl, and I'm going to set aside the beef fat. As you can see, I've got a good, huge portion of it here. Oh, there's still a little bit more meat. Hang on. I'm going to save the beef fat for some dogs. Mine, and maybe I'll bring some over our church group's house for church group because they have a couple of dogs too. So maybe I'll bring that to their house too. I hear you, Cinnamon. All right, let me make sure I don't knock that back in there. I just need a little container. Just need a little something to put it in. That's what I need. I actually do recycle. I use those the cereal that comes in the containers like this. I wash and save these because yes, I do reuse them. I can't see myself to waste them. I can use them for lots of different things, so I do reuse them. So I'm just trying very, very carefully to get the fat. I hear you whimpering. I know you want to try this. Getting the fat off.
Fat.
I'm not asking you to eat it.
Wait, you're going to save some of the fat for the dogs?
For the doggies, yes, absolutely.
You mean for Alex's doggies?
We're going to save some for Alex's doggies, and we're going to give some to our little Cinnamon. That's a big piece of fat right there, and we're going to get this piece right here, and then...
Wait, is that actually fat?
This is. There's a lot of flavor. This is, again, you will get a lot of your flavor from the fat. So you can trim some of the fat down on your pot roast. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well,
and what you want to do is just trim it down a little if you want to. You don't have to leave as much on as I did. And just season it, with salt, pepper, whatever. What, babe?
My mom, her food actually looks like a salad, but it's not, because it actually does.
It does look like a salad, but it actually doesn't. So I'm going to give a little bit of this to my dog now. Come on, Cinnamon. Let's go have some of Mommy's beef fat. There you go. This is actually good.
Save some for Master's doggies, too.
I know. We're going to. So I'm going to show you the pot roast. Actually, I'm going to put just a smidge more of the rosemary, just a smidge more. While this is still hot, I'm going to add literally a little bit more of the rosemary.
Hey, can I help too?
Well, actually, your hand is what I'm going to use to measure the rosemary. I just have to find it. Really? You asked to help me, and now you're just giving me two, dude. Oh, here we go. All right, let me see your hand. So this is my rosemary.
And I'm her little bully helper.
You're my little, nope, here, I need your little hand. Okay, nope, I need one hand. We're going to put that hand down. And I would say probably about another teaspoon or so.
Oh, that's
wait, don't put it in there yet. Let me show everybody. So that's about as much as I'm going to add. About a teaspoon or so. And she's just going to put that right in there. And apparently just in one spot. Oh, that's okay. It's delicious. So I'm just actually going to mix that in there while this is still warm. That rosemary, even though it's dried, hang on, even though it's dried, it's going to produce some oil in there as well, and it's going to give it a really beautiful flavor to it. All right, it's not going to get lost in the flavors that you already have in here.
It kind of smells like,
Like what? Want to taste it?
No, heck no.
No. Well, you're going to wait till later to eat this?
This keeps on hurting my back right here.
Well, that's because you're sitting on top of the counter when you're not supposed to. All right, so I have added the rosemary to the pot roast.
Well, my mom is going to actually.
Can we not get that close? Oh, Jennifer says hi, cutie. Can you say hi, Jennifer? Why? Say hi, Jennifer. Here, kick up your feet. Whoops, I'm going to knock this right over. Yeah, I'm going to use a different spoon now. So here we go. It's looking good. I think I'm going to knock over the tripod. That looks about right. There we go. I'm going to just push all that pot roast. So this is actually going to be in this right here. that one little pot roast, I was able to get that much meat off of it. The vegetables, the gravy, everything. This right here could serve anywhere from about, well, this could actually just feed me. That's why I'm wearing drawstring pants. Actually, this right here can serve a family of...
Anybody.
Yes, to anybody. Ooh, again with this thing. Oh, I got to work on this. Okay. I know, it's so funny. I can actually feed
the dog.
Probably about,
That's a big pan.
It's a big pan, yes. I would say with the amount of food that I have in there, I mean, this will be good for about 10 to 15 people. I'm not going to lie. And that's just off of the one pot roast. I feel like I have this the wrong way because I'm just going to... Oh, that got my finger. Oh, this thing. Okay, let's see if this is a little bit better. No, that's just not any better. I wish I could do it this way because this way is... Oh, can I do it? Nope, that doesn't expand that way. Sorry, people, if y'all are getting seasick, it's because of me. I'm still working out the kinks.
Hey, I still want to see them.
I'm still working out the kinks in my tripod. Actually, I need to... Perfect. So I'm going to cover this. I'm going to let it sit in the oven, very low heat. I'm actually going to put it at probably... Let's do... Okay, I'm going to do 250. I'm going to keep... Because I want to keep it warm. All right. And I want to keep the flavors locked into the meat as well as into the vegetables and everything. But each component that's in that pot roast actually complements each other. So you have your pot roast. All right. I'm going to go over the ingredients and the recipe one more time. 1 roasting pan. Okay. It's so freaking cute. 1 roasting pan. 1 pot roast or round roast or a rump roast. Hey, can't get a booty without eating a pot roast. You also will need 1 to 2 cans of cream of mushroom soup, depending on how many you're feeding. You're also going to need 2 envelopes of brown gravy mix. You're also going to need your mirepoix, which is basically your chopped celery, chopped carrots, and chopped potatoes, as well as onions, chopped onions. You are also going to need a little bit of gravy master, okay? You will also need
I'm going to close my eyes and out of my room.
You will also need cornstarch for thickening. Actually, let me put a little bit of that in there. I put some in my pan before, but I just want to thicken that gravy a little bit. I'm not going to lie to you. This gravy is the bee's knees, but I'm just going to thicken it a little bit. I'm going to create my quick little thingy here. So what you need in order to do this is, I'm going to use I need a bigger, a little bit. There we go. If there's any reason. Connection wireless. Okay, sorry, we're back. So if you missed it, I added 1.5 heaping tablespoons of cornstarch to this. To this, I am not going to add water. I'm not going to add water. I'm actually going to use some of the gravy from here to pour in here. I'm going to keep with the flavor so I don't lose it if I add water to this.
Going to use this.
No, we are not putting Nutella in there. Nutella is good on things, but it's just not good on a pot roast dinner. Well, you know, it might be good on a pot roast dinner. You never know. So I'm going to take some of my gravy from here. That way, if I add water, I'm just losing the flavor. I don't want to lose flavor. I want to keep it, but I want to thicken my sauce. Move, please. Scusa me, grazie signora. I get very silly on here, just a heads up. I love to cook with my daughters, and I get very, very silly. All right, so I'm mixing up my cornstarch with the gravy. All right, which also has beef stock. We added 1 quart of beef stock. If you do not want to use beef stock, you can use a vegetable stock. You can also use a bone broth, which is actually very good. All right, so I'm just going to pour this.
You said I can be your mixer.
Yeah, but not with this, baby, because this pan is hot, and I really don't want you to get burned, sweetie, okay? I really don't. So I'm just going to pour that right in there.
Oh, that looks so yummy.
It does, doesn't it? I'm going to mix this up a little bit. All right. Okay. So now I'm going to use my spoon, and I'm just going to mix this all up.
Oh, that you just use in the bowl.
Yeah, with the stuff.
That actually looks so yummy.
Yes, that's I call it my slurry. A slurry, I like to call it.
A slurry.
Not a slurpee, a slurry. So you were right. You said slurry. So I use my slurry, basically cornstarch and water, cornstarch in the gravy, just to help thicken this up a little bit, and it's starting to work because you got the heat already coming up from everything in here. This, I really do wish we had smell-o-vision with this. I really do. So we're mixing this all up here. All right, mixing this up. Okay. Let's see here. Ooh, this smells so good. Okay, I'm going to put this in the oven. I'm going to let it, let's see, how much longer do I have before we have to be, okay, I'm going to leave it in there for about a half hour, 45 minutes. All right, I'm going to taste this really quick. Okay. That does not need anything else. It's actually perfectly seasoned. Okay. So let's put this in the oven. Probably I'm going to need my oven mitts. All right. Are you ready? Whoop, whoop, whoop.
I have some Play-Doh.
Yeah, but I don't want that near the food, though, okay? Whew. All right. So actually, you know what? Let's kick it up. Let's bake this a little bit more. We'll turn up to 300 because I really want to thicken that gravy. So let's see if I can. I feel like I'm doing boob shots here. There we go. That's much better. So, is that better? Careful, baby. Don't put a lot of pressure there. It hurts a little. So again, with the pot roast, I keep doing the recipe and then my mind just goes here. So, I've got this is about as decent as my hair is going to get today. It actually looks better than it did yesterday. Hi, I know. Let's turn this down a little bit. That's actually better. So for the pot roast dinner, you will obviously need one roasting pan, whether you want to use reusable or the disposable. It's your choice. Either one is fine. You can even do your pot roast in a crock pot or in the roasting bags. The roasting bags are my personal favorite. I love the roasting bags. I mean, I do a lot in those. Chicken wings, turkey breast, oven stuffer roaster chickens. You can do, I mean, the possibilities are endless with those things. But in this case, I did my pot roast in the roasting disposable aluminum roasting pan. And I did 1 can of cream and mushroom soup. You can do 1 to 2. It's your choice. And what that's going to do is it's also going to help to thicken your gravy, as well as it kind of creates a base for your gravy. My mother actually makes the best gravy. My mom does. And I actually learned how to make my mom's gravy from, obviously, my mom. So going forward, you have your pot roast and you have your cream of mushroom soup, your mirepoix, which is your chopped and cleaned, your cleaned and chopped celery, clean and peeled chopped carrots, and chopped onion, 1 chopped onion. And then I added some, obviously some russet potatoes, which I obviously washed and scrubbed and got the dirt off them. Chopped that, put that in there. I also added, I think it was 3 to 4 bay leaves. I also added 2 envelopes of brown gravy mix to the 1 cup of water. I'm sorry, 2 cups of water. 2 cups of water. Couple tablespoons of cornstarch. And yes, I just did an additional tablespoon and a half of cornstarch because I want to thicken that gravy. I also added some red wine, fresh rosemary. I'm sorry, dried rosemary. If you have fresh, I always say go fresh because it's either go fresh or go to dried, whatever. I also did salt and pepper, some garlic powder, a little bit of Gravy Master. Gravy Master actually delivers a delicious flavor to your gravy as well as it darkens the gravy. So it makes your gravy a little bit darker. I also added, I'm trying to think, going through my mind, what else did I add? What else did I add? Mommy's crazy. You and your sister and your father make me this way. It's It's going to be a scotch kind of a night tonight, let me just tell you. Red wine and, oh, beef stock. 1 quart of beef stock. If you don't want to use the beef stock, again, that's fine. Do the 1 quart of vegetable stock or 1 quart of bone stock. Either way is perfectly fine, but you don't want to lose the beef flavor. If you don't have beef stock or bone stock or vegetable stock, that's fine. If you have beef bouillon cubes, use about 2 to 3 of those, add your water. All right, and I would probably add about 4, maybe 5 cups of water to that beef bouillon. And then just cover it, put it in your oven. Low and slow is always the best to go. If you've got a crock pot, put it on the low setting, on low or medium, depending on how long you're going to be away for. If you need it to roast kind of quickly, I would probably put it on a high setting, let it go for about 4 to 5 hours. I always do it low and slow in my oven. I did it today at 225, started 225, and I had my husband turn it up to 250. All right, it is completely done. It is beautifully done. It is so tender. And I kicked it up to 300 just a little bit ago because I want to thicken that gravy. So I thank you all for watching.
It's almost getting nighttime, you know.
It is. I just want to let you know tomorrow we will be making...
Well, it's a little bit morning.
No, it's not a little bit morning. You really got to lay off the NyQuil, kiddo, before you go to bed. Oh my God. Getting your nights and days confused. Is that Play-Doh in there? Should that be in there? Where should it go?
In a cup.
In your Play-Doh container. Tomorrow we will be doing the sourdough bread. I'm doing sourdough bread loaves because I'm doing multiple loaves. And I'm also going to be doing Mother's Day breads. Okay, so there's going to be sourdough breads, and we're doing 2 cranberry orange nut breads. I'm going to be doing 2 tropical breads, and I'm also going to be making, there's one that is my personal favorite, and I love it. And I'm not one for banana bread, but this one takes the cake. This one's awesome. It's a banana nut with coconut, and it's got like a streusel kind of like a crumbly topping. Oh, so good. So we're going to be making that one too. I'm trying to think, what else are we going to make tomorrow? I think that's it. Tomorrow night we are having leftovers. We will be having nachos. So I really don't think you want to... I will get to nachos. Maybe I'll do a video on nachos. I don't know. But everybody's different, so, you know. But that's what we're doing today. And for tonight is the pot roast. And then tomorrow it's the breads. Sunday, I'm debating if I'm going to be able to post any videos. Only because it's obviously Mother's Day, and being a mom myself, I'm going to spend as much time as I can in the bathroom by myself. And no, I'm just kidding. I want to spend as much time with my daughters as I can. I'm also going to...
be careful of those owls in here.
Yes, the owls, they get you all the time. I'm also going to have somebody come over to help me post some videos to my YouTube channel, so that way I can take this on my Facebook and also transfer everything over to my YouTube channel. Try to boost everything up for all my mamas and daddies out there, my families, all the families out there. Hopefully to inspire people and encourage people to be in the kitchen with your children, get them involved with cooking, and not just that, just to make light of being in the kitchen with your kids, or if you're in the kitchen and your kids are in another room, just have fun with it, you know? So that's ideally what I'm trying to do. And apparently...
You guys, be careful, there's bears in here.
There's a bear in here? Well, I know there's beer. Not my beer. I need a beer. A big beer. Terrible day. So I'm just going to vent. Okay. I love my job. I love where I work. I wouldn't give that up for the world. And when computers go down, it sucks. It just sucks. And that's all I'm going to say. I mean, anybody and everybody that's worked on a computer or worked with computers knows that when they go down, it just, you're like, what the heck? Oh.
What the heck?
I'm saying, she's like, what the heck? Now, going forward with my videos, my daughters and I love to get silly, and we love to make...
Oh,
laughing.
Be careful. There's owls in there. There's owls and they're peeing in there.
There's owls and they're peeing in the bathroom?
No, it's a toilet.
Oh, the owls are peeing in the toilet?
Yeah.
So the owls are potty trained?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm still working on your game.
And I put a sign on it, so don't go in it because I already put a sign.
Okay. The owls are potty trained apparently. I didn't know we had owls. It's new to me. And they're potty trained, which is wonderful because I'm still working on potty training my husband. Just kidding. I love my husband and I love my family. I give my husband a lot of credit. As crazy as I am, he still loves me and I still love him. And the fact that we can joke with each other and crack jokes on each other and still laugh about it and want to smother each other during the night. No, I'm just kidding. No, we do. We love each other. But so going forward, yeah, there's going to be a lot of things that I'm working on. I need to start my blog, apparently. I need to do blogging. I don't know how to do that. I'm going to learn how to do that. I'm going to learn how to take my videos and bring them over to YouTube for my channel. So I have a lot of things that I'm going to be working on Mother's Day. If there is at all, if you want this recipe personally, let me know. I will be more than happy to send you any recipe that I have, whether it's my pot roast, or even just making gravy. Gravy, the brown gravy, not the red gravy like pasta sauce. You know, even if it's making a bread, whether it's the cranberry orange nut, the tropical, or I make a pina colada one, which is really good. Doesn't have any alcohol. I'm sorry. Or even the banana nut coconut one. Oh, so good.
Be careful. There's a bear right here.
Oh, okay. I'll watch out for the bear. Apparently there's a bear in my house and potty trained owls. My house is a zoo. There's oh, it's a good bear? It's a friendly bear? Oh. You look like you're doing a so that's what we have to look forward to. I'll keep you all posted with everything. I have to try to remember to look down at the camera and not look over because then I look like I'm dazing off into space. Yes?
You see that sign? That means there's owls in the wall.
That means there's owls?
Well, of course that didn't stay on the bathroom door.
Okay.
So
well,
I put it right there.
Well, do the potty trained owls know where to go? I don't want to see your belly. I'm asking, do the potty trained owls know where to go?
No. If the owls go that way, then they know where the bathroom is.
Oh, so they know automatically where to go because they know where the potty is. Oh, I wish I could say the same about other family members in this house. Just kidding. So, yeah, so I'll keep you all posted with everything. I'm very happy and grateful that I finally now have a tripod. Yay! That's me shaking the little knobby handle thing. It sounds a little perverted, but there's a little handle right there. So yes, if anybody wants a recipe for anything, please let me know. Certain recipes I will not post. I get a lot of requests for couple of things, just a couple of dips that I make in particular that I will not post recipes for. But I will be more than happy to also, I'm going to probably at some point, I'll have some people coming over for, to learn how to make certain dishes. I'm going to show somebody in particular how to make a chicken marsala. I love chicken marsala. I have a special little twist that I do on the chicken marsala that not a lot of people know about. Also, I'm going to, when the weather starts getting cooler in the fall, I do a lot of beef stews, beef barley soup. I do a lot of chilies. A lot of toilet paper in the house.
I have mail in the mailbox.
You had mail in the mailbox?
Yeah.
Oh, is that a birthday card from when your birthday was in March?
That's for Gaston.
Okay.
Gaston.
Gaston, does he know that he has mail? I didn't know that he was getting mail to the house.
He gave it to me, but he didn't.
It's my oven. It's my timer. That's the oven letting me know it reached 300.
Where did that come from?
That's your sister. She had put seeds in there. But yes, there are some recipes that I will not share in particular. There's
princess.
Cooking with kids. Now you know why. Can't finish a full sentence. It's like I have to. So, yeah, there are just some recipes I refuse to give the recipes for because I'm working on a book that I want to leave for my children. Maybe at some point I'll publish it. I haven't decided that yet, but I do want to leave something for my daughters when I do pass on, which won't be for a while because I'm 29 every year. So, going forward, but like I said, any recipe for breads, certain dips I can help you out with. And if there's something that you all want to learn how to make and you've always wanted to know how to make, shoot it at me. Let me know. Well, don't shoot it at me. I mean, like, just, comment on my Cooking with Kids page. Let me know, hey, Trisha, I've always wanted to know how to make, I don't know, stir-fried rice, but instead of using rice, can we use something else? Absolutely. I got tons of recipes for that. Mac and cheese. I got 1,000,001 recipes for mac and cheese. Okay, can we not put that on the microwave? Cheese dips. Ooh, we could be here all day, all night with cheese dips. Buffalo chicken dips. Like, you name it, I can pretty much make it. Within reason. If you wanted to learn how to cook Portuguese, I can teach you what I know. Not saying it's right. It's taken me a long time, but I can walk you through what I learned. And it's always a learning process with cooking another culture's food. If there's anything that you all want to learn how to make, just post it on my wall. I'll post, and I'll even make a video. If you're nearby and you live in my area, I'll be more than happy to have you come as a guest, and we can do it together. The recipe or whatever. No, I shouldn't say the whatever. That sounds really perverted. The meal. I do a lot of. I love chicken parmesan. I love doing eggplant parmesan. Pizzas. I have quick ways to do pizzas and getting the kids involved with doing that. How do you get kids to eat vegetables if they're fussy farts? I'm just saying, I can help you with this. These are things that I do know because I have 2 kids. Both are fussy farts with vegetables. Honest to goodness. But I find ways to sneak them in their food. And there's ways to do it. Yes. Are we going to show the owls? So these are the potty trained owls that apparently are in my house, and they're going potty. These are my potty trained owls. Okay. So now that you all know that I have potty trained owls and a bear in my house and how to do a pot roast, thank you all for watching. I'm going to end here. Remember, stay tuned for tomorrow's videos, probably doing more than one, on how to do the sourdough bread, as well as the fruit breads that I'm doing. Cranberry orange nut. You can omit the nuts if you have a nut allergy. And the tropical breads, and so on and so on. Thank you all for watching. God bless.